Well, I'm pretty pumped about this. I've got the shape of the eyelid, I guess we call it. I'm going to work out the bars so they taper towards the end, and I'm going to weld the bars on, see how it opens on the car. So what we need to do is get the center so what I'm doing is on the eyelid I'm putting a curved piece of metal around it to kind of cap the ends of the grill, and then I thought I'd paint it red down the middle and black, see how it looks. So I've been bending this piece of metal up, got it to where I'm happy. I've now got to cut the bars out, weld this on, and we'll have a look at it. So I'll just get and cut these out. So this, guys, is where it goes from being a concept to an actual thing. And because I was trying to be accurate as I was going, I don't need to remake this. I put the curve around the end so there'll be a 10mm gap all the way around. That'll be all blacked out. So this will stay where it is, so it covers up the headlights, otherwise you'll see the glass through the gap, so that will stay there. That'll all be blacked out, as I said. Yeah, so once I've done this, then I just have to copy it exactly and make a mirror image of it, which sounds simple. I know, I'm sure it is. I can make patterns if I have to. So I'm going to grind this up, make it look pretty, and then I'm going to paint it and see how it looks with the RT red stripe through it. So let's do that. Alright guys, so now that I've got this all done and mounted in and successfully working on the car, I want to make up a box that's going to house this. So it's going to have a box in there, and I'm just going to be able to slip this whole assembly into the box with some fixings, and then obviously I can make the exact same box for the other side, and they will be then mounted in exactly where they need to be and all strong and everything. And then what I can do is I can come back and I can strengthen up the corner of the engine bay, I guess, so that we get the strength back in it. But making up a box and welding that in fully is going to add a fair bit of strength in it by itself. But I need to, where the nose cone and the guards mount, I've got to look at that. So yeah, we'll work all that out after. So the job for now is make up a box to house this ×2, then go over and fit them to the car, and yeah, keep moving forward with this hideaway headlights. It's pretty exciting that it kind of works. It looks good with temporary paint job. Yeah, gonna have the red stripes going through there. I think that'll look cool. Might not stay like that forever, but I'll paint it like that just to, you know, sit back, have a look at it, see if I like it. So anyway, let's get in and make these boxes. Well, you'll be getting used to how I roll by about now. I'm not going to make the boxes up this second. I decided, because, you know, this had been knocked around, like bits cut off, welded back on. This is made out of 2 pieces. I thought I need to make a nice set of these, all one piece. So I've got those cut so that they can be welded on there. Yeah, and make 2 perfect headlight buckets, whatever they are, and then I can make the box, because this is, you know, it's a bit, measurement wise, it's a bit all over the shop. So yeah, so I'm going to make up 2 good ones of these with holes and all, then I'll make up the boxes to mount them in the car. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now, not making the boxes. Alright guys, I promised you I'd give you a good look at the rear quarter that I welded on, so I'm going to do that now, so have a look. So I got this corner all welded up, so by the time I grind that and put a little arris on it, a little radius, sorry, that'll look nice. I've got to finish welding this, but it's all tacked in, and then I just need to do something with this here, tidy that up. This needs to be flattened out a little bit, but all in all, that's looking pretty good. It's pretty flat through there. It's got a little bit of a wave, like a little bit of a dip just here, but it's very close. So yeah, that's come out all right. And as I said, this wheel arch here sitting up against, I'll give you another look another time, but against where it's been cut out, the old rear quarter, it actually fits perfectly. So bit of luck. So that's my rear quarter. So I'll get in, carry on with my headlight, hideaway headlight mechanisms, but just I wanted to show you that so you could see how it's coming along, because until you see it you go, oh, what's he done? He could have ballsed it up, but no, I didn't. I got it on there nicely, so that's cool. All right, go back to the headlights. Alrighty, well, as you know, this was the last session making these up, and I'm actually redesigning the whole lid now. So I've got this, I thought I'll have a bigger piece on the side so it's not so flimsy, and I'll mount my solid rod to there. So I'm going to cut this out. I'll play around with it. If I like it, I'll cut another 3 out, and then I'll start making the flap. So I'm going to curve this a bit more, and that'll give it a bit more clearance on the mounting points for the guard and for the nose cone. So yeah, that's what that curve will give me, hopefully. So let's cut this out and try it out. Alright, so things are moving along. So I've got my eyelids now. Now all I need to do is shape them down in opposites, because the grill is actually flat along the bottom but it curves at the top. So I'll get that curve sorted out and cut that, and then weld the sides on. Then I should be able to just spread them and push them into the holes, hopefully. If I can't, I'll make them a bit smaller, and yeah, we can have a look and see what's happening over with it sitting in the car. So yeah, pretty happy. Much better once you got the prototype, actually making a proper copy. So you know, these have got all the bits that were missing on the prototype, and I'm doing them all with a mirror image so that the pivots are exactly in the right spot, whereas before they were just like, oh, I'll move that down 5mm, drill a hole through there, and played around with it. Now I'm doing everything accurately. So let's make these eyelids up. So there we have eyelid 1 with the ends welded on. I'll grind this up, sand it smooth, put it on, and see how it looks. Alright guys, so I've got the boxes all set up, working nice. Now these will come apart, and I will put a nylon washer or something like that in between these two faces here to just help it to slide, and I can put a little bit of lithium grease in there, keep it nice and smooth. Should last for ages, so that's good. So now that I've got those, I'm going to cut all the bars, and I'm going to weld the bars onto the front. The reason I want to do that is because I want to make the box to cover the lid when it's open, so when you look in the engine bay you just see a nice box. So I'm going to cut all the bars and weld them onto the eyelids. So I've got enough bars here to make the grill piece as well. So once I've put these boxes in, I can make the grill up and we can stand back and have a good look. So yeah, I'll cut these up. I won't bore you with the video of cutting up bits of flat bar. So I'll do that and I'll come back as soon as I've finished. See you shortly. Okay, so I've got all my bars. Got 2 long bits, which I'm going to bend around, make it all one piece, so it's nice and smooth. Even though I can weld it and grind it, you know, and make it look like one, I might as well bend and make it out of one bit. So I'll work out how I'm going to do that. And I've got my bit of pipe there, which probably will do the trick by hand. Little bit of tapping around, and shouldn't be too hard at all. So I'll move the camera and so you can see. Yeah, when I do these things, I just figure it out as I go. Like, I don't know, you know, like bending this, like, is it going to be easy, hard? I don't know. I'll just give it a crack and I'll make it happen somehow. So yeah, the message I want to get out there is just have a go. You know, if you mess something up, usually you've learned something from it. You go, oh, I won't try that again, that was a disaster. So you try it another way. So yeah, give it a crack. You don't know what you can come up with in the end. That's my philosophy, that's what I live by. Right, so I got those 2 bits bent now. So now to work out exactly where they want to be. We know the bottom's flat, so I can mark my 15mm up there, which is my gap I'm going for now. Not going for 10. Well, maybe 10 would be better. 10 is what ideally I'd like. Let's mark it at 10 and then see how it works out. Alright, so yeah, pretty happy with this. So now I'm going to just tweak the ends of the bars that go in there to meet up nicely, and now I'll go and weld them on. And then actually I should do one process. That's better. I should do one process at a time on both to make sure I'm doing the exact same thing. So what I'll do then, I've got all my measurements for that, so that's okay. Let's now put them on here. Alright guys, I'm going to have to sign off now. I've achieved a good amount in this video. with the part 2 of the headlights, and part 3 for next week it'll be all boxed out in the car and grill on so we can see it all. It won't be working because I think I'm only getting the motors middle of the week, and it's going to take a bit for me to get my head around what I need to do with the motors. But yeah, we'll have these in for the next video and you'll really be able to see what the front of the car is going to look like. Might even mount my might even do a bit of work on the front valance here with the spotlights, and put that on with the bumper bar so we can really get a good look of it. So that'll look pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. So make sure you tune in next week. But until then, you have a good week, be safe, and I'll see you next week. Sorry this one's a bit late, but I've been busy with work and I wanted to get as much done on these headlights as I could. But next week we'll get it out Friday night for you. Alright, see you guys, cheers.